Gasparilla Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Florida's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, maybe they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Hand off from the shotgun. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Gator ground game is working in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Lagway. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
On the move, it's Daniels. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like? Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups, even though that one goes incomplete.
There he goes to the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
Snatches it on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Right back to the well. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Gators have this offense rolling. Quick pass on the fly motion. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Gators. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. He's got it along the sideline. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. Running through contact. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. Some much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed. Go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the ground, it's Daniels. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators racing to the line in a hurry-up. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulder.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's on. Let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. The play action fake. He fires a bullet to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer is a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Gators are marching down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Daniels. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long. Now you're set up to fail.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making a catch.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the draw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's take just a second and talk a little bit. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Hit right back to the line. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that?
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great...
There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go on top. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it! He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Florida! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Got his man on the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Daniels. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. That one comes out hot down the right side. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's done it. Touchdown, Gators.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And while that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
Yeah, I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. They can put it here together in the second half. They can close the season out with an exclamation.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Lee. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Go.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to the left. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. On the option. He'll pitch it. Fights off the defender. They recovered their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football and turn over on downs. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone cover, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the...
Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running behind that left side. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Trying to keep this drive alive. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hawkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard.
Max going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to Davis. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Looking to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out.
Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. In the backfield, it's Wilson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
When you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the problem.
Turning it on! Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. They They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. With the run on first and goal. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line.
Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. Running into the open space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, Dave. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Here we go, here we go.
Scanning the field is Hilton. Trying to bull his way in. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first down? They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Here we go.
On the option. He'll keep it himself. He'll toss it. Picks up the first down. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's